want to say something about your show?
I shit on myself in the womb.
Stop, Phil.
You fucking stink.
You know what? Fuck this.
Oh, because it's Hollingsworth, but it's worth less.
I don't want to hear about whatever you have to say.
The worthless of the week.
Yeah.
Hey, you just gonna sit up there the whole time?
It's the fucking Phil Fox scorpion. It's a move, man. You fucking dummy. Ugh. Look at what the fuck? How is it racist? Black people.
Oh, God. Oh, shoot me now, dude. Just shoot me now.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the HollingsWorthless program. Yeah, I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish J. Yeah.
I don't know.
And as always, we usually have the Fab Four. No idea where one is at today, so it's 3 men and no lady. Okay, starting off with the BMW, a.k.a. the basic male height, a.k.a. big man walking, the counterpoint, the get off my yarder, the 1%, the human PSA, Sean the Mechanable McCann.
Hey, thanks for having me. Glad to be back. Excited for today's episode.
I like it. That's kind of like a little bit of a bye. Okay, next up, we have the Coco co-host, the Black Don Juan, the Black M&M Extra Nuts, the Big Daddy, Menulus Rojas Martin.
So great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
So calm. And let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Victoria, Victoria, Kaioka, Stefan Moody, Big Daddy Chris, Critter 83, and that's everybody. All right, let's get to it. First, let me go over. Tyler's coming. He's restarting his computer. I was thinking maybe he was high and took a nap and forgot. He's restarting his computer, but he will be here shortly. Excuse me. So I wanted to last week was my birthday week, and it was pretty dope.
Because
like,
who died on it?
How dare you?
Oh,
Who did?
Who did? Wasn't it Ray Liotta? Didn't Ray Liotta?
Oh, was that the same day?
Yeah.
There can be only one.
Interesting. I didn't see you guys in the same room at all that day.
Wait, what'd you say? I can.
Go ahead.
Hello. No, but it was so let me back up because this is this whole last week I was sick during my what up, Daphne? I was sick during my whole birthday week, getting over a cold. The last 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, I've been working every day except for one when I was traveling back from Alaska. I know. But I went out to San Diego, not this last weekend, the weekend before, and I was around a bunch of people that were smoking. And where's the invite? Oh, I didn't know you would have came down, Victoria. But I'm allergic to cigarette smoke, and I guess I'm allergic to like flower smoke because I came down with where I was losing my voice and I was coughing and all that shit. So this whole week I was struggling with my voice at the shows, but I did a show. I was headlining LA Comedy Club at the Strat, and the new club is great. It's a beautiful club. Crowds were awesome, had a fun time, and then Carlos was kind enough to feature for me, Carlos Rodriguez, who is a headliner and a crusher. And so those people got amazing shows. So what up, San Francisco 49er girl? Your Warriors are going to lose, but we'll get back to that.
We're going to win.
So my GF, my girlfriend.
Okay.
There we go. Hey,
your Tyler friend.
Hey. Glad you can make it. Your mic's not on.
You.
Jesus Christ, here we go.
So
fuck.
professional. Anyways,
I'll just keep talking. Yeah. Go ahead and say something. Nope.
Just keep
That's
talking.
okay. Keep going.
Okay. Anyways, so my GF, she just asked me for names of people I would like, I guess, to be around or to spend my birthday with, and she put together this birthday dinner. There you go. It's working, Tyler. She put together a birthday dinner at Herbs and Rye, which is fucking awesome restaurant, and the service. This is how good the service is that I'm mentioning the service is so fucking good. You remember, Sean, how they were like, dude, they were in there.
Yeah.
Did you get an invite, Tyler?
Yeah, but I turned it down. I had bigger plans.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he gets it.
More important.
Yeah.
Did you get invited? Is that
No. I don't know if any of the black friends got invited.
No, you did, Manny. I put it in the same invite that you sent your wedding invite.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I saw
motherfucker.
Trix was in the birthday picture.
Yeah. And Sean, so there was, I think Angel said that she contacted like 25 people and 23 were like, I'm there. And the people that, excuse me,
3 showed up, but 23 said they'd be there.
Me, Angel, and Sean. No, but the 2 that couldn't make it were like out of town or working. But I appreciate gifts, but their gifts aren't so much of a big thing to me as it is just being around friends, or experiences. But I will say,
it's like the 5th time he said that now, so I think it's bullshit. It's actually he wanted the gifts, and he's just saying that now.
Well, speaking of gifts, a gift that Sean got me.
I mean, he does have gold bars and money.
Yeah, that's what he gave me is a gold bullion. So Sean, like me and Sean, we'll just like I would with anybody. Like if there's something I see that Sean would like, it's not like I got to be like, oh well, it's not his birthday, I'll just get it for him or whatever. So like birthdays, we usually are just like, let's go do something or whatever. So I appreciated that Sean was there because I know a big ass crowd is not his jam. Hanging around a bunch of people, but
that I don't know. Yeah.
So Sean brought this box, and I opened the box, and as I'm opening it, I see it's a pop, a Funko Pop, and I'm thinking it's the new bad Leprechaun from the Leprechaun movie, but it was a Larry Bird Funko Pop, which then I was like, oh shit, this is dope. And then I looked a little closer, and it is a authenticated and signed Larry Bird Funko Pop.
Yeah,
Larry Bird, King of the Whites.
Oh, so hold on a second.
Is that what he wrote on there?
Celtics basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Celtics basketball
He's a basketball player. He used to be a basketball player with the Celtics.
for the Ireland basketball team.
Yeah, you get it
right there.
Okay.
Jesus. But it was Angel put it all together, and it was great. So that was probably the dopest, one of the best birthdays, just for everybody showing up and just hanging out and shooting the shit. And
I love it. And you know what? Just to prove that Jay isn't a person about presents, like every Christmas that we lived together, we were just like, you don't get me shit, I don't get you shit. And then we just give each other a hug and be like, Merry Christmas.
Sean, could you read Victoria's comment?
Nope.
Sean loves
especially
you.
the 6 O's and the 20 E's.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say thanks, Sean, for coming out, and thanks everybody that showed up, and Angel, and it was pretty fucking dope. And you didn't even eat there, Sean, really, did you?
Nah, because dude, your thing was at your thing started, I think, at 10 o'clock, and then everybody was, getting sat down and stuff about 10:30, and it just wasn't.
The place was probably too poor for you, anyways. I mean, we get it.
Yes,
Welcome,
the fact
man.
that I had to actually tell people what I wanted to eat and then wait for it. I don't know what that is.
And said Sean isn't just filthy rich, he's also very thoughtful, rare breed. All right, okay, so let's get to, we got a bunch to talk about. I didn't do the proper, since you were late, I guess I'll do Tyler's intro.
Yeah.
Now it was three men and no lady, but now it's back to the Fab Four, the Fantastic Four. We have, last but not least, the Seattle native, aka Chief Green Cloud, aka Haya Wata Maya Smoking, aka Sacagawea, aka Pata Hot Mess, aka the Box Checker, the uncancelable Tyler. Don't call me Joseph Smith.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I would have been late by only a few seconds, but I had to restart my computer as soon as I sat down.
Dude, were you
look
taking
at
a
Sean
nap?
made it sexy in there.
I was trying to change it. I'm so washed out right now. This light's crazy. All right.
No, I was totally just being irresponsible, and I was gaming with my girlfriend.
Ooh,
We were having
what are you
so
playing?
much fun. We're playing Fortnite, playing
You said
squads.
Twister.
Twister.
We're playing Twister. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Are these not landing? Is this on? Hello.
Twister.
Oh my god.
We're
playing
gaming
video
right now.
games.
We're having a lot of. Me and my girlfriend are gaming right now. We're having a lot of fun. Oh, what
I
are you
know.
playing? Twister. That's where the laugh.
It's such
Right.
a general because I was talking about video games, and then
Got
when you say
it.
Twister, I'm like, that's a different game genre.
You playing wheel and stick?
Are you playing wheel and stick? Are you playing that paddle ball? Is that what you guys are doing?
You roll the wheel. Oh.
Playing
All right,
Knights
let's
of
get into it.
Rainbow.
Sean, you're the
Can I tell you guys? I actually saw a fucking YouTube commercial for like a ball that goes into this little
The
U-shaped
dreidel?
pipe.
No, not the, what is it called
It's like a
again?
U-shaped pipe, and you catch the ball, and then it
The
just
cup?
goes into the pipe, and it comes flying back out. They've like
Oh,
reinvented
kinda-
the ball and the cup thing. Now
Oh,
it flies out on
no.
its own.
Mm.
And I was like, oh my god, I'm seeing a commercial for this. I wanted to like send it to you guys because I was like, this
You
is
need
something they
YouTube
probably
Premium.
recognize.
I know I do. I need YouTube Premium. I keep getting cut off by all these commercials, and I'm just like,
See, it changes, dude. As soon as I went premium,
mhm.
it changed everything because now it's just all. There's no mental interruption ever. It's just whatever you want to watch, you watch it. It's great.
See, I have YouTube TV, so I feel like I should just automatically get YouTube Premium, but whatever, you know.
You used to do that.
Big Daddy
Yeah.
Chris saw it. So Sean, we're going to anoint you official since you are the best comic in the world.
Since you're a beast.
We'll
Most
anoint you as the official comedy special reviewer. If anybody
Cool.
watches the special,
probably
you'll
my first
give
and
us your
last.
feedback. All right. Well, Norm McDonald, your goat, had a posthumous special come out, and tell us about it.
Oh, did it come out already?
Yeah, dude. It came out on the 31st or whatever, 30th, 31st, whatever. It came out on Sunday night or Monday, technically.
Oh.
It was really interesting, man. So, it's everything I could have asked for. I loved it. For those that don't know, obviously Norm McDonald passed away from
Wait, what?
From complications
Yeah.
associated with
For the
cancer.
special, did they just have him there with like a mouth moving?
Propped him up.
Was it
Yeah.
like strings
Right. Sticks.
or
They just
was
kind
it
of poked in his mouth.
animation?
Don't disrespect Sean's McDonald special.
No, so so Norm died back in September of last year, and nobody saw it coming, and he only told a few people, and then he passed, and so they released the special on Netflix, and it starts with like I think it's 52 minutes of time up front, and then afterwards there's Dave Chappelle all sitting in one room. There's Chappelle, Letterman, Conan, who else was in it? Oh, and then David Spade and Adam Sandler, and then Molly Shannon, which was weird.
Oh wow. Was she in any movies with him?
No, I mean,
I know she was
on
actually she was
SNL.
from the SNL days, so that's they probably needed to fill each of those categories. They were like, we need a black guy, Chappelle fills that. Then we need a woman, Molly fills that. You know.
Well, there was, there was I'm going half
Thank
on
God.
it with you because there's direct connections. There's direct connections between all those people that are
Right.
very tight and that you can see and talk about, except for Molly Shannon. That was a really weird choice.
Yeah, I used to see Norm sometimes walking down the hallway.
Yeah.
Nice guy. Thanks,
She didn't
Molly.
add anything.
Man.
So
I
yeah,
feel like
so
we're either talking about his special or like a dream you had where you sat down with all these celebrities and you're like impressed by all of them except for this one.
yeah, dude, it was weird.
Yeah.
It didn't fit.
Mm.
So anyway, it was a great special, and it was done when he's sitting just in front of a computer, and then he has an HD camera up front, and then he's got an iPhone on the side picking it up. And what happened was, and so I've read the story now, and honestly, it's like when Chris Cornell died. I didn't find it really necessary to talk about how he died and all that stuff. He did, and whatever. And with Norm too, he's gone too. And but I feel like these pieces are kind of important to understand, just because it's, I think the way he did die, people have a different story than the actual story. And so, you know, of the tens of thousands of people that listen to this show, I figured why not we put forward our little piece, and then hopefully that'll propagate, dude, and everybody will talk about it. So anyways, here's what happened. So Norm, he went to remission for 7 years. And so he had cancer, and he had it when he was really young too. And they removed a large part of his stomach, I believe. And so then he went into remission for 7 years. And then in 2020, I believe it was 2020 or 2019, he went in and got some stem cells injected from his brother. So his brother gave him blood or whatever, and then they did stem cells. Well, then they did it again. He went in for just one of his normal monthly checkups, and they found that that cancer had metastasized from what it was into this new kind that could go towards acute leukemia. And so he was going to go in for another treatment. And so before he did, he was going to go into chemo, and he had just been in Arizona for 4 months, staying with his longtime manager, who was also his neighbor. She's called Lori Johansson or something like that, but they call her Lojo. Anyway, so before he goes in this procedure, he's like, hey, let's film it. I want to film it tonight. And so, because he was all set. It was because of coronavirus that he couldn't go out and do it at the club. But he was ready to tape a special. He was ready to go. So he says, I want to do it tonight. She's like, what? But she always had to deal with this out of Norm. He'd always come with these crazy ideas real quick, and she would make it happen, even if she like rolled her eyes. So she put this stuff together. It was just in an instant in her apartment, in her kitchen. She put together the cameras and stuff. And then he sat down first on a chair, so you saw his whole body, but the lighting was weird. So then they moved him up closer to the lights, and because they were just using a spotlight, it was done real bad. And then he put on, you know, a suit jacket, a bright blue suit jacket, and a hot pink shirt underneath, and a hat, awesome. And did his time. He didn't read from any notes for the whole 52 minutes. He just did his material. A couple pieces were throwbacks that he's been doing for maybe 20 some years, but they felt a little bit like filler, but it was awesome. It was kind of like a greatest hits track real quick. And then he was done. So here's the thing though, he didn't do that because he thought the end was near. It would have been the equivalent of knowing that the cancer had returned, or it's the equivalent for saying, hey, dude, I'm going in for this knee surgery. Shit could go south, dude. Let's tape my special real quick because I want it out there. Because what happened was, and I didn't know this, and this came directly from Lojo. So this wasn't somebody just making this up. It came directly from her, that he went in to get chemotherapy like he had done. And because of coronavirus, they were having chemo, and it was always outpatient. You would go in, get your chemo, and leave. And because of coronavirus at the time, they were making patients stay overnight. In that one overnight, he caught an infection from somebody in that hospital. And he never left, stayed there for 6 weeks, and died there. And he was looking to the future. He told Colin Quinn, I'll see you in August for our tour. Cool. So that's how that happened. He didn't like die in a slow 10-year death of cancer. It came back, but then it's that infection that got him in the hospital.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
But
dude, you said something. You mentioned how like he didn't tell anybody, and when he left, like everybody that was fans and everybody was like a shock, right? So this is kind of it's kind of like, would you say it's kind of like closure for you, or like his fans?
Yep. It was
a way to say goodbye, kind of.
Perfect. Yep. They called it Nothing Special. That's what he wanted to call it before he died. That's what he named it, Nothing Special. And he talked about mortality in it. And now that he's gone, the things he says hold more weight around those subjects of doctors and mortality, you know? And and when he did his eye thing, and he came with it, and he just looked great. And I remember watching it thinking, I've never seen anything like this before. Nobody else could ever do this. And also I wouldn't want it any other way. It's like a TikTok live stream is what you get out of it.
Interesting.
It's just great.
Yeah, that's good. Well, R.I.P. to Norm.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I gotta watch it now. I mean, I was gonna watch it anyways, but yeah. And that brought up Manny had asked, does a posthumous special risk your legacy? It didn't for Norm, it sounds like, for you.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. You know, that's tough because like Ralphie May, he dies.
Right.
A new album comes out. I think it's just, for me, I think it's like when Biggie, I'm not comparing these people. I'm just saying now, period. Now let's talk about other people. Like when Tupac died or Biggie died,
right,
and their albums came out, you're just like, yeah, dope, some more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you know, every scenario is probably different. You know,
totally.
it kind of depends. I mean, were you a beast when you were alive, and then all of a sudden, you know, you drop somebody? It's kind of like Prince, right? There's certain shit he didn't want released, you know.
Yeah.
And what if somebody puts out your worst tracks, you know? And so you're not really in control. So I guess essentially yes, but as long as you have the right people in control, it's like if one of us were to go and we had this like amazing album or a shit album, and you know, I would hope you guys would do right by me and be like, yeah, we're not gonna put that shit out, but being assholes that you are, you probably would. It's like, yeah, check out this open mic, this was the worst.
I would just take the jokes.
That's what Tyler would do.
How long do you think? Ouch, by the way. How long do you think?
I was gonna say he did that to Derek Unger. No, Derek Unger's alive.
What?
I bought the joke. I told him I paid for the joke. I bought it. He used it. I never got to use it.
Oh, that's shitty. Especially
Wait,
like
what?
I hate when people do that. If you're gonna allow somebody to buy a joke off of you, then it's done. You know what I mean?
You bought a joke
feels
from
done.
someone?
I bought a joke off Derek Unger. He was a comedian that started out. He was doing it and then he quit. And then I like ran into him at a bar sometime and I was like, dude, it sucks you quit. I love that joke. And he's like, well, you can use it. And I'm like, I'll buy it from you. And I was like, I'll buy this joke from you. And I like gave him, I think it was like, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks or something like that. It was like nothing. But then the next week I saw him at the fucking open mic and he was like, you gave me so much confidence. I want to come back and do this again. And he went on stage and did that joke. And I was like,
well, he got a Netflix special. So next time you'd be like, hey man, sucks you quit. I mean, your jokes are real shitty, but I mean, I'll do one for you if you want. Don't tell them they're
that's
good.
the only time I've ever bought a joke, but I never got to use it. But
What was the joke?
I have paid like people to write with me for roast shows.
What was the joke?
It was I got really high last night and I forgot my dinner in the oven, but I was so high I actually forgot to turn on the oven. But
what was it? Luckily, it was like Cheerios or some shit. Like that.
Yeah, but my cereal was still ruined.
Yeah, something.
$40.
I don't know if I delivered it as well.
If you hated that joke, chat, give the video a like right now. Give a thumbs up if you hated that.
Yeah, think of that thumbs up as a middle finger to that joke.
God. Okay, wait. Since we're on the, leaving the Netflix thing, I wanted to ask you guys a question real quick. So, Stranger Things just dropped their part 1 of, I guess, their finale, what they're going to do. And then the same thing with Obi-Wan. It dropped like a new series, right? So the opening of both of those are like the shootings of like there's like shootings at a school. And so I don't know, like as a
God damn, even in Star Wars Future, they're still having
no. So it was spoiler alert. It was
teaching the Padawans and
the exactly. Yeah.
I haven't seen it. So.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So
if you've seen a throwaway scene.
yeah, exactly. If you've seen
Human Life.
It was a flashback anyway, so if you haven't seen the movies, if you haven't seen like 1 through 6, then whatever, bro. It was a clip from the movie.
Let's be clear though, they did release an email that leaked out from Netflix that said due to the recent school shootings, please make sure that you reproduce your shows to show a school shooting up front. Right? Because that's how everybody's acting.
They're super hot right
How
now.
could you put this out? You have no taste, blah, blah. Dude, do you think
like
they did that on purpose?
With masks in the shows, you're like, I can relate more to this because I see this in my real life.
Christ. But I mean, that's the thing. I don't think people are being realistic with shit because it's like you literally like you think people would put this out on purpose. You know, it's just people wanting to be mad about something. But we do need lightsaber control and legislation.
Dude, bro, the race now, all of a sudden, white supremacy has leaked its way into the school shooting, right? And it's amazing the twists and turns people are taking. Dude, we got to stop finding the division. Honestly.
Wait, what do you mean? What happened?
It's because there was folks
we need
of Mexican...
to promote more black school shooters.
It's because there was so many.
Man, hold on, Manny.
I don't even know how to fucking handle that. We just want to say here on the HollingsWorthless podcast that we are first and foremost a comedy show, but there are certain sensitive subjects that have touched us all as a nation, and we just want to say that there is never anything funny about a school shooter, and that school shooters can come in all races, shapes, forms, also demographics. We do want to say though, keep fighting the good fight, and make sure that you report it. If you see something, say something. Back to you guys.
Back to you guys. Always wait for that part. Oh God.
So go ahead, Sean. What happened?
Yeah, so it's because it was in a black and brown neighborhood is the reason why the cops didn't do anything quicker. And you know, these things are the level of hate, and I know we've been talking about this for a long time. I'm not going to go down this road because honestly, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't, because it's all fake. But like the level of hate and vitriol between groups is just growing at this crazy rate, and trying to find ways to be mad at another group is like sport now.
Right.
It's
wasn't the one shooter, wasn't he Hispanic?
He was, but it's the system.
But they're saying some people are trying to say that the white police officers didn't want to well, say goodbye to Tyler, everybody, from Big Daddy Chris. But no, I mean, you know, ultimately just poor decisions made by the police.
And we'll hear about it.
And we will.
Yeah, they're saying I read that it's the worst law enforcement like blunder or whatever. What a horrible
response.
Word. Yeah. In the history of law enforcement, they're saying.
Clear. Especially, I heard one of the things was they thought the shooter had killed everybody in the room. That's why they didn't go in. Right. So that's just like, we're going to hear some really bad law enforcement going on.
Right.
And let's keep it at the right level.
What was interesting to me, and this is all again like how the media or people will try and spin things. I saw somebody post something about like, I guess that whole if we were just armed or if we just had guns available, it would have been different. But yet the person that went in and shot him was somebody that had a gun that went in. You know, it wasn't a cop, but they were trying to say like
border patrol.
Yeah. But I
Federal
mean, it was
cops.
Yeah, but it's always like.
Yeah, I don't know though. I mean, we got to be.
Things are always reported how whoever is reporting it wants it presented. You know,
for sure. I mean, ultimately though, it's like, if you just arm everybody, I mean, what are you gonna have? Think about this. You're a teacher. You didn't sign up for that shit. You don't want to hold a gun all day. You don't want to think about that. I mean, can you imagine? All you want to do is educate people, and then they're like, "Hey, can you carry this like AK around? Can you carry this AR? Can you know what I mean? Like, think about a 90-year-old, or not a 90-year-old. Think about like I'm not trying to no ageism right here, but imagine somebody who's 70, maybe 80 years old, a substitute teacher, and then they're just like, all right, I'm gonna carry this pistol on me. And
yeah.
And also, and you're just,
or even a 26-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Think about being like a 26-year-old or even a 19-year-old substitute teacher.
You're hungover.
What's she wearing?
Oh my God, here we go.
You have to follow proper protocol too, man. Right?
Yeah.
Like apparently it was Parents' Day, so now the doors are unlocked. Okay, well that's a problem.
Oh shit.
Doors should never be unlocked at those places. Those doors should always be locked from the outside. You can go out if you need to.
I mean, have we gotten to that?
Yeah,
like
we have though. And you know what? Embrace it, accept it. It is what it is, because there's no law. We think we can legal our way out of this. There's no law that's ever going to be presented that will stop these from happening. We have gone over that hill, and that's going to happen.
But let's be honest. I don't know if we have. We haven't even sat down at the table and discussed it. We're much more intelligent than I think you give us credit for. But I don't think people are willing to arrive at it. And to say that we've put forth a law, like, we really haven't. I mean, to say that, oh, you know, background checks or, you know, they're not going to do anything, to say that, you know, we've actually exhausted everything. We haven't. I mean, we're this huge nation, but so is Australia, so is Canada. These places don't have the same mass shootings that we do. Clearly, there's something we're not doing. I know mental health is a huge thing. Maybe we're not funding that.
Do that for Australia because
They have
Australia is
mass
built off of
stabbings
crooks.
now.
Yeah, but even if you have mass stabbings, that's better than, I mean, think about that. Would you rather some crazy motherfucker going around with a knife or an AR? You know, somebody presented a statistic that said most of these shootings have been 18 to 24, I believe, with ARs. So why, like, I'm not saying making it illegal for somebody underneath that age to buy it would stop everything, but I think that maybe it would slow it down. I mean, that
So like if you were 30 and older, it would be cool.
Yeah, why not? Like, or 25 and older. I'm just saying, like, if statistically 18 to 24, like, let's put forth something. Let's just say you're not going to try anything. Just seems like lazy politicking as always. I mean, you know,
I don't think it's been that we haven't tried anything. I think that's been an ongoing.
Like, what have we put forward? I mean, I don't know.
Well, there's real strict. I mean, there's real strict laws in some states, and that, like, you know, for instance, Southern California, you can't get a concealed weapons permit. It's a no-issue state, so you just won't get one. What that means, though, is when I'm down in Southern California and I'm rolling through Inglewood or I'm in Hawthorne or something,
right?
I know who does have guns and I know who doesn't.
Right.
And it's not the right side, right?
Whoa. Are you saying minorities?
Law-abiding people versus none. No, so those that follow the law will not carry a gun around. Those that do follow the law, or those that don't, will carry one. And you know, again, it's not to simplify it, but it's the person that is killing somebody. That is the key issue, is the person killing somebody.
But we also go ahead.
Also murder, even though we are animals, you know, as human beings, we have evolved and leveled ourselves up. That is not a normal thing to murder somebody, right? So we can't think that people having guns makes it normal to kill people. Like Tyler brought up, and we've seen it in England, is that their go-tos are knives, and they just start slashing people, and they slash lots of people. And that's just what happens because they don't have that's their tool available to them. They don't have guns. So they find a different thing to hurt, because it's about hurting, killing, and maiming. And then there's a vehicle by which you get there, and that is the thing available to you. But it's not, there's no such thing as assault rifles. Guns don't kill people. And it's become all this cliche rhetoric.
Guns don't kill people. You're saying people with
person
guns.
Kills it. Yeah, the
guns are the most violent thing invented. Like, they're literally next to missiles.
Not. Cars are.
It's true. You know, 9/11.
Cars are the most violent.
With a box knife.
With a box knife, bro.
Think about this, though. So, like, San Francisco 49er girl brings up San Francisco 49er girl brings up a great point. You can get a gun at 18, but you can't buy alcohol or rent a car.
Why? True, you can die at 18 for your country, but you can't. And it has to do with maturity. It doesn't have to do with level of how. If I can do one thing and do the other, it's the argument why they try to raise the driver's license age from 16 up to 18 and possibly 21. Is it's a maturity level with a certain level of responsibility.
I still feel like there's this defeatist attitude of, like, you're not going to regulate my guns. You know what I mean? Like, we know that, like, that seatbelts save lives in cars. We've done studies on it. They save lives, period, right? And so we enforce seatbelt laws. The statistics have shown that, like, deaths have gone down. And I feel like with guns, there is a strategic answer. I think it's just the will to say, oh, more guns on the streets is going to protect more people. Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, there are people who are going to do illegal things. But if you make it harder for some of these people to get, I mean, if you literally had to study, if you had to go to a shooting range and prove that you knew how to handle a gun, discharge it, do all these things. I mean, it's past that point now probably because we've literally rolled back so many laws to make it, you know, to make the NRA one of the most powerful like entities, you know what I mean? Like for people to be able to access guns. I mean, I don't have all the answers, like I said last week, but to say that we're just not going to try anything, it just seems lazy. And it seems like, you know,
I think that's part of the problem is I think depending on where your head is with it, that most people think very extreme.
right.
And so they'll be like, okay, well, if you're for guns, then you don't care and you're not doing anything about it. You don't care. As long as guns are available, you didn't do anything. You don't care. And then on the side of the guns, they're like, yo, it should be a constitutionality. There shouldn't actually, you know, I shouldn't have to tell anybody about my gun. I should be able to go buy one whenever I want. And that's how it is. And the problem is that if you don't align to either of those two things, then where do you sit? For me, I have to, I think the problem is that there's no problem enforcing the laws because we do. Laws are enforced. The law on the book is enforced for each jurisdiction, each state. The problem is that federally, there is no federal law for anything. So it's up to each state. As it should be. I think it should be state decides for each thing. But where it gets weird is you have to look from state to state. Texas, I think that's where this happened, right? It was in Texas.
Right.
In Texas, they don't do background checks.
Wild.
So there you go. Now, do I think that you should have to go out and prove yourself and register your gun? Honestly, dude, I don't think you should register your gun with the feds. I don't think you should have to, and I know there's big arguments about that, but I don't think you should have to give your serial number to the feds so then the feds know that you have a gun. You don't, you know, it's like the same point as carrying a concealed weapon. You don't walk into a store and say, yo, I got a gun in my waistband. Everybody watch yourself. It's a private thing. However, before you get a gun, you should have I just had to have a background check a few months ago to buy one. But now Biden, I know I'm skipping here, but Biden, just to get this in the conversation, he's talking about outlawing assault rifles, which I have no idea what that is. And I defy anybody to define it.
When you say,
AR stands for something else. It's AR does not stand for assault rifle.
No, it's the company, and I can't remember what it stands for either anymore. But
it's like awesome rifle.
Yeah, but there is no such thing as assault rifle. I've asked people to define that for me; they never can. And then he's wants to get rid of 9mm handguns, which it's like 40% of the people that have handguns are 9mm. That's what I have. And he calls it a large bullet, a large damaging bullet or whatever. He thinks that it should only go up to 22s and limit all magazines to 4 or 5 rounds, which right now mine holds 18.
Like I can actually get behind the magazine capacity. I mean, like, goddamn, are you trying to take out an army? I mean, there's got to be something. But just I
have
once
6
again,
magazines.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll get 20 of them.
But you know, it's crazy, right? You can go buy that many magazines, but you can't go buy Sudafed, right? Without showing your ID. Like
you shouldn't be able to. That actually kills people on a daily basis.
And what
I totally see
guns
your
kill
point.
people on a daily basis.
No, not at the scale. Not even close to that scale, though. Like not even that ruins.
But we
lives.
can't even measure. You can't
you could
just
it's
statistically.
Night and day. Yeah, it's completely different.
Are you like at all worried though? Like, look at Ukraine as like a country just like us, you know, as advanced as us, same technology as us, and they're getting invaded by another country, and they are having civilians be called to arms.
But
they are.
The difference is they're a very small nation up against somebody who is supposed to be the equivalent of a powerhouse like the U.S. The difference is we actually have an army. Like, here's the thing: if you think that you are literally going to go up against the U.S., somebody who can drop a bomb on your house, if you're going to be like, you know what I mean? Like, to say that, oh, I've got all these guns in my basement, like the government ain't taking shit from me. Do you know how fast they can drop anything on your house and just end you? I mean,
that,
you know, so
hey, so
it doesn't actually. I think you have to pull the trigger multiple times, right?
Absolutely. And this is the thing. And you watch so many of these politicians get up and yak their gums about, and they're like, these things are, you know, full automatics. You just go in there and just start shooting it up. That's not how it works. You can get things to change your weapon inside so you can create You know, they have bump stocks. They have even something called Hellfire, where you can just hold down and it'll do it. But you have to, you have to manipulate the rifle. You have to change it. But nothing is, as a matter of fact, when it comes to like an M16 that you hold in your hand, a real M16, if you're in the military holding an M16, they're not fully automatic either. Yet I keep hearing politicians talking about you just hold this trigger down and start spraying it 30 deep. It's just not how it works. There it is, Armalite.
Armalite.
Thank you.
Look at Victoria.
Armalite.
Yes.
Michael Joseph. What I love though is Sean, you and Manny, difference of opinion, but very respectful.
Very, very. But see, this is what we need in the world. Is like you don't have to be like, well, fuck you, mother. You know what I mean? Like, that's not gonna solve anything. I feel like this is just, and maybe I'm too like optimistic, and maybe because I love and appreciate my friend, but I feel like you've got to be able to find middle ground, and it's like it may not be the first conversation, but if we can have these conversations, maybe we can all like meet in the middle, and maybe it's something that we're overlooking, but to say that we can't find something, I mean, it just seems crazy. So maybe it is having armed guards at churches and schools and whatever it may be. I mean, it's crazy to think that we could be that militarized, but
I mean, now that I think about it though, I'm trying to back when I was in high school, I remember there was like, there's a lot of gang shit going on, and we had an armed guard at our school.
We did.
We did.
Yeah. We did too,
I mean, it's. I mean, I feel like when you guys were growing up, though, like
thanks, Tyler,
that was.
I had military guards. There was
because weren't you at?
Right.
Didn't you go to
you were part of the Hitler Youth, though, right?
Yeah. As you can tell from my vibe.
Oh man, but I mean, I think about it. Like
we used to throw batteries at them when we were kids.
That's so.
Who's
crazy.
them?
Like the guards on the towers, they had like guns. We tried to get them to shoot them when we were kids. So we would throw batteries and make these loud noises. We were little shits.
Hey, Scotswahe.
Yes,
I think it is. This is the closest I've seen somebody get in few words too. Whoops. Anything designed original. Oh, when I was saying somebody define what a assault rifle is. Anything designed originally for military use, that falls apart too, because nowadays
how far back are we going?
Well, yeah,
are we talking about powder rifles,
husky guns? But there's only two M16s. There's an M16A1, M16A2, and they are far different from these AR-15s that you can buy at rifle shops. The only common denominator is their 223.
Tyler will appreciate this from Wonder Man. My high school was guarded by Dementors.
Dementors?
Wow, you must have went to a nice
Expecto
school.
Patronum.
What's I'm sure we'll revisit this on the next school shooting, because I'm sure there'll be another one at some point. But
hey, can I say one last thing?
Yeah.
I've said this before that living in Nevada now. PSA.
Oh, wait, hey, what's that?
It's happening. Another
public
announcement.
I like the upfront.
We should go back and like record what Phil did before and
Rainier Beach. God, yeah. Hey, so when you're talking about Oregon, it's just like I said, it's not Oregon, it's not Oregon, right? Just to throw that out. Nevada, just said it. Not Nevada. I'm just hooking you guys up. It's not Nevada. Nevada. Illinois. What is it? Is it loud? No, it's Illinois. Just straight up. Drop
just
the
a
E.
little,
Or
just
the
a little
S,
noise.
sorry.
I've been calling it Illinois.
Fair enough. And then what does a civilian need? Oh, that was the end of it, because I want to answer this now.
Oh, wait. Hey, what was that? It
was another public announcement.
What does a civilian need? And what does a civilian need? Why would a civilian need anything based off of an M4 FLN or AK platform? And I think that's a fine question.
Gets your dick hard. get to blow shit up. You can fuck shit up.
Tyler coming with the importance.
It looks really cool in profile pictures, Tinder pictures. So arguably it gets you laid and friends.
Yeah, so suck it, Scott. There you go.
No, it's a good question.
Basically,
I
your
love you saying this.
personality.
I love Scott. Scott's on.
No,
point
he's
today.
dude. These are. Do we know Scott?
I'm sure we do.
Yeah, dude. You know, I like that he's saying this because these are reasonable, straight to the point questions, dude. Yeah, these are straight to the point. He says 100% to everything Tyler said. No, these are great though. But why? It is because they are really fun to shoot. Don't get it twisted, dude. Anybody talking to you like, yeah, but we should have our MC or not MC, our AR-15 so we can go hunting with them and we can like, no. First off, for anybody that doesn't know, a 223 round is an unbalanced round. So when it shoots and hits somebody, and they are made for war for sure. I mean, come on, but they can go on your shoulder and come out your big toe and scramble up everything inside of you. They don't just like blow through you like in the movies. They go in and move around. Okay. Take it easy,
Big
buddy.
Daddy Chris.
Whoa.
I agree with Sean, except for Nevada. It's a Spanish word. Lucky I know you.
Nevada.
Okay.
I think it's Nevada.
Hey, but dude, they're really fun. You know, especially for those that were in the military before. I find it's super cool. You know, we used to get timed on how fast we could disassemble a bolt and put it back together. There's a lot of intricate parts. They're very precise and engineered real well. And, you know, they're really fun to shoot. They're very accurate. That's why.
Damn. All right. Moving on. What's this? I'm thinking Manny put this. AEW's Jake Atlas.
No.
Oh, let me do this real quick.
Guy.
You've messed up all of my formatting. I watched you do that in real time. So, I just want to give everybody an update in case they were wondering what's happened on the sexual assault front with celebrities over the last week.
I read this.
So let's run through a quick update.
All right.
AEW, which is some stupid new wrestling.
It's an offshoot,
group.
but it's like it's not WWE, but it's I think who Chris Jericho runs it. So, anyways, it's a wrestling circuit.
So he just got charged with assaulting his boyfriend. We're waiting still on the Johnny Depp verdict. Kevin Spacey got hit with another 4 charges with 3 different men. Marilyn Manson is getting off his charge, and that should soon be announced.
That was from him getting off.
Deshaun Watson just got hit with another one.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then wait, just for clarification on the AEW one, it sounded like he just touched his boyfriend and then was
Ain't that just a fight?
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. This
All
whole
assaults
thing,
are just touching if we break it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
what is wrong with everybody? Man?
What did Marilyn Manson get off with? What was his is it like he's
It was his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
she's like, I'm cool with him now?
No,
Or,
there wasn't enough evidence.
Not enough.
Wasn't enough evidence.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where you said save towards the end. Sorry, I moved that. All right. Top Gun movie. I'm not giving any spoilers. Has anybody else seen it yet?
No. What would you give it out of 5
10.
stars?
Oh, 5? 5.
Yeah. 5.
5. It is.
And then wait. What would you give the original?
Wow.
I'd have to rewatch it because
Then or
like,
now?
Yeah.
Because of the volleyball scene.
No, because of the
so
stupid
hard.
"Take my breath away." That's the worst.
Oh man, so many good
Little Sean
songs.
karaoke.
It was a ballad.
Highway to the danger zone.
The first one, I'd have to rewatch it, but like I rewatched Star Wars, the original Star Wars, and I was like, yikes! But I mean, the first one I liked, but like I wasn't. I don't think at the time that I saw it that I was like, holy shit, this is great. I think I was like, oh, that was cool. This one, I'm like, holy shit, this is This is probably the best action movie I've seen in like 10 years. Like it's fucking
Really?
awesome. Yeah,
Wow.
it's really good.
Wait,
Really,
you
and
said 5 out of 10 stars though?
I said
No,
10.
5 out of 5. But at first he said 10.
Yeah,
out of
and
10.
I would, if you have a DX, I think it's the DX where the chairs move.
Oh, right.
See it there, and if you have a 4DX, which I just found out about, and me and Sean are gonna go see it
It
at a
blows air in your
4DX
face,
place.
right?
Blows air, like if it's snowing on
Semen.
screen,
Whoa,
there's
it blows
snow.
you?
glows that D.
That 4D.
And it also has like smell, like it does smell, it does weather. Yeah.
That's
So,
Smell that beach volleyball seat.
And you get wet.
Yeah, that's the love scene.
All right, I meant the sweat from the volleyball game.
Sean, don't be like that, Sean.
I'm a San Francisco 49er girl. I feel like I get motion sickness on that shit. I mean, I can't even play the VR really without getting like nauseous. So
yeah. Oh, you saw it, Victoria. Victoria said it tugs your heart and keeps you at the edge of your seat. Yeah, there's a lot.
Don't say that.
It's not.
Yeah, now we don't want to see it.
It's not the love shit that tugs your heart. It's Goose. Remember, Goose died in the first one?
Right, and his son.
Yeah. So, and I'm not going to give any spoilers. No, I'm not giving any spoilers. You got to go see it. But the other thing that's amazing is fucking Tom Cruise is 59, and he's in these. They have like an equivalent of a volleyball scene again, but he's with these guys that are in their 20s, and he looks as good as anybody. I'm like, good on him. Fuck, dude, it's crazy that he's a year from 60.
It's crazy when you sell your soul to the devil, what it'll do for you. I mean,
yeah, when you swap out your blood with young people's blood.
Hey,
Good stuff.
Just super quick, because I wanted to visit this. I've got it in front of me now, but I just want to understand a little better. I'd say it was the right time to walk away. When dreaming takes you nowhere, it's time to play. Body's working overtime. Your money don't matter. The time keeps ticking. When someone's on your mind, I'm moving in slow motion. Feels so good. It's a strange anticipation. Knock, knock, knocking on wood.
Okay.
Playing with the boys.
Dude, keep going. I'm almost there. Keep going. Don't stop. N-word said many will do that. Look at Sean. He looks great for his age.
The thing you don't know is I'm 23.
All right, we got a few more topics to get to before.
But I highly recommend that Top Gun movie.
By
and
the way,
see it
this is all fake, people. This isn't a real room.
Oh, that's a studio.
That just ruined so much for me.
Well, there goes
there goes the illusion.
What about the gold bars and the money? Is that real?
Those are real.
But again, I highly recommend Top Gun.
Mine's
and
real
see it
too.
in a great theater if you get a chance. What, Tyler?
So my room, this is
You
real.
can hit a button right now and make it turn green.
Oh God. What's the Russian state TV retire or wipe?
Oh my God, Victoria!
Oh, I know what wipe is.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, and Tyler's is the same.
I don't
Welcome to this show, Victoria.
I don't know who put the Russian state TV thing retired, but there's
neither.
some guy who literally retired on Russian state TV saying that the war was a sham. And I mean, I don't know. That's
he's
fucking
dead.
dangerous. Yeah, for somebody to do in Russia of all places. So
They just passed a law.
wow.
Russia just passed a law for talking against. It's for propaganda against the government,
Damn.
and it's a way to clamp down on speech. So, I think it was 15 years. Was the
Who is it? Navalny just got another 15 years.
Woo,
Jesus Christ,
bro? It's no joke over there.
I mean, it's
Keeps the
like,
line though.
it's crazy though. Like people don't realize it's like if you keep letting shit like the January 6th shit happen, like democracy is gone. That is what we're living in eventually.
Oh yeah, you have to take this stuff serious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why you
it-
got to get an AR-15 so that
Oh,
when that shit goes
okay.
down.
Full
This is our last show.
I like
Get it all back together.
it.
Matter of fact, a couple black vans just showed up. Out front of the
Whoa,
house.
dude,
They're all wearing
Whoa,
sunglasses.
why they got to be black? What the fuck?
Yikes.
Funny to hear where your
Oh,
head goes
God.
right away with that stuff.
All right. So what's wipe?
I'm gonna save that because this is gonna be a
Okay. That'll be
a
our
while.
teaser for next week.
last one. Celtics Warriors.
Ooh.
Sean, I don't know how much he cares. I know Manny does. Tyler doesn't even know who I'm talking about. He thinks it's an old Viking war. But I never bet on my team. Obviously, I
love
want the
Vikings.
Celtics to win. The only prediction.
So stupid.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
What is that one called, Tyler?
And why is
This
it
is
snowing?
Is that Elden Ring?
This is actually Skyrim.
Oh,
but
Skyrim.
It's my Viking one. I have this one on go because I.
Look how good it works. It's so crazy where we're at now. Every little move he makes, that thing just sticks. It's
Imagine
crazy.
this in the next 20 to 30 years.
Dude.
Like,
Dude, it blends in with his hair.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be wearing y'all's faces when I'm doing this.
Just be in blackface.
But I downloaded a program to make these. So I'm gonna try and figure out how to do this.
Oh, wow. Okay, I got to download that.
Wow.
I can't wait till it's just Sean in your square.
Yeah, I'm just Sean over here. I'm saying the most
Saying inappropriate.
Totally.
But this is the only prediction I'll make, and you can write it down. I think this series will be 6 games.
I was gonna say that exactly. 6 games. I don't know. No, for real. Like everybody's saying 7. I'm just like I'll know more after the first game. These teams they played twice this season.
Wait,
But
what are you guys talking about?
About the NBA. So my team from my hometown, Golden State Warriors, will be facing Jay's adopted city of Boston, the Celtics. Where Larry Legend,
multiple people, it's generally 5, and they all get together to do the same sport, and this sport is basketball.
Yes,
but
sport
is a thing where
yeah.
Tyler's like, is that what you call your buddies? What's up, sport?
Is that what we
How
are?
many
Are we
games?
a
Are they
team?
playing more than just basketball?
Yeah, so it is the best of 7. The first team to 4 games wins.
First game's
the
Thursday.
championship.
Yeah. And San Francisco 49er girl said the team bus for Golden State just pulled up in downtown San Francisco an hour ago. Was one of the wheels out? Like the players? Okay. All right. So what are we plugging?
And also Jaylen Brown, can't forget, he just signed with Donda. That's a huge thing.
Him and whatchamacallit, from the Rams, right? What's his name? The sack master guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Aaron Donald.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right,
Sometimes I
Sean.
can't tell if you guys are just making shit up. Like, let's just see how long we can go with him just listening quietly. Like, and then he passed the fizzle fozzle to the Quidditch players.
It sounds like some Harry Potter shit.
That's all I know how to reference in my sporting talks.
All right, Sean, what are you plugging? Let's get our plug.
The only thing I'm going to plug is what seems to be a topic of next week's show, which is your wipe style. So tune in for that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that gem.
Oh, God, I really want to talk about that because I've been at work and I've heard the person next to me and I'm like, how are they wiping? Because it's making some weird fucking sounds.
Okay,
So anyways, we'll talk about that on next.
What is it? Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I don't know.
Tune in next week, Sean. You'll find out.
I have a feeling I won't be around for this next episode.
Yeah. So one thing I do want to re-emphasize is feel free to email us if you have any things you want us to talk about, any questions you want to ask the crew. Send it to bigirishj@gmail.com.
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 That is bigirishj@gmail.com.
Yeah. Tyler?
Tyler, what you got?
I got 4 dope shows in June, 4 different cities. We're going to Bremerton, Tacoma, Spokane, and Missoula, Montana, which is a new city.
All right.
So
nice, dude.
check us
And
out.
I will. When is your Spokane one?
June 19th.
Okay, Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Juneteenth.
Oh, that is. That's a month. That's a Sunday.
That's a
right.
Sunday. Sunday at 4:20.
All right. Only thing I'll plug is next week I will be in Spokane, Washington, Spokane Comedy Club, the 9th through the 12th. I leave the 12th, but the 9th, 10th, and 11th I'll be featuring for various comics. Damon Wayans Jr. And then I forget who the other guy is, but I will be there 9th, 10th, 11th, Spokane Comedy Club. Tickets, you can go to bigirishj.com for tickets. And I think that's it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And until next week,
see you later. Bye.